Hello, two people. I had to come on here for a minute. My heart was racing so bad. Oh my God, you guys. Have you ever had a situation where nothing ended up happening, but you kept going to the what ifs and what could have happened? Well, that's where I'm at right now. And I had to sit down for a minute and I thought, you know what? I'm going to share this. Oh, Lord. I'm going to wait a few more minutes to see if anyone else comes in so I can just tell it all at once. Oh, my God. Oh, my heart is beating so fast. I got to get it to stop. Whew. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hit the like button, guys, for me if you could. I'd appreciate it. Oh, man. I hate this feeling. Okay, 10 people. Okay, so I'm outside, okay, and I'm getting some of my molds because I want to do some Halloween fake bakes, okay? So the dogs are, I wasn't going to take them out, but I did. You know, let them just go to the bathroom or whatever while I'm out there. So they ended up laying kind of by me, not real close, but by me. And I'm out there and I'm looking through my stuff and something made me look up. Thank God. And I looked up and here is this huge hawk coming right for where the dogs were. And thank God they were together. And one wasn't one place, one wasn't the other. You guys, my heart was beating. And I thought, you know what? If its talons get into me, so be it. And I ran and I hovered over them. I mean, that thing was huge. And it was coming right where they were. That son of a bitch knew right where this, I hate them. I hate them so bad. And so I grab them up. Well, we all know that Angie is not exactly petite. She's like a sausage. She's like an Italian sausage. Now, Polly over here that you see up on the couch, thank God, she's as light as a feather. So right away after I hovered over, I swooped her up in one arm. And then I tried to get Angie, and she's heavy. I mean, she's heavy. And I was losing my grip with her because I'm still knowing this hawk is around us. So I finally get a hold of her, and then I come in, you know, as fast as I could to the sliding glass door and just opened it up. Went back out. That thing is still circling, and I'm thinking, oh my God. I mean, their eyesight is so good. And you guys, every time I go out in the backyard, every time, and I don't care if I'm out there with them or not. Well, I usually am always, unless I go in to get something, but now I won't even do that because I'm so scared. But I looked all over the sky. I do that on purpose to see if I see anything. There was nothing. There was nothing. Nothing. Where it came from is beyond me, but thank God that I guess God had me look up, and when I saw that, because I mean, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about what I was getting out of my little shed. Had I not, I'm telling you, and what I've seen how fast those go. I don't know if you guys have ever seen how fast a hawk can fly down. But when they get going, I mean, it's within seconds they can get, and they just grab them with their talons to bring them up. And my fear is always one's going to be in one area of the yard, one's going to be in the other, and you're trying to run to get them. But had I not been out there for whatever reason, oh God, and my heart, you know how when something like that happens and your body starts shaking, my body's still shaking. I'm trying to get myself calmed down, but I keep thinking, my God, what if, and I hate thinking that. You know, I'm trying to get my mind not to go there because they're safe, but oh my God. Scared me so bad. Hi, Tammy. Yes, I am feeling better, hon. But and I just got the results. I'm normal. Well, that's questionable. The test came back normal. No MRSA. No MRSA. It was just a bad bacterial infection. So that's good. Hi, pussycat. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. So here's the sausage. Get over there and play so they can see it. Go play. Get your toys. Go get your toys. Whew, you guys. Yeah, no MRSA, Tammy. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, there she is sleeping. Oh Lord. I gotta calm down. I hate that feeling. And I was getting ready to, like I said, get my molds and get done with my living room so I can just focus on my DIYs. Ow, Angie, that hurt. No, you're not coming up right now. You go play. You go play. Dang, I hate that. I feel like we're not even safe in our own backyard because of these stupid hawks. And you guys, we never used to have them like this. I mean, I've had dogs for 12 years here. We never used to worry like this. And these hawks, look at her. Oh, don't mean to show your butt. But see how she's a sausage. She's not little. And trying to get one hand to pick her up while I got Polly in the other, that was a feat in itself. Look at her. This is how she does. Oh, I know, Cindy. Something just made me look up. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, dear God. And you had to think quick, But she is so round. Where Polly, she's just nothing. Polly's not even 5 pounds. This one, I haven't weighed her as of late. She is, but see how her little body is? And trying to pick her up with one arm. Oh my gosh. Look, she's getting the stuffing out of that bed. But she'll do this. She'll get all her toys out. Have you guys ever had that almost happen? Oh, thanks, Cindy. I hate that feeling that I'm feeling right now. The insides of me are shaking from being scared of that. It'll go away in a minute. Oh. I thought I'm gonna go on and talk to people to get, help me. So look at, she's taking all that stuffing out. That's all stuffing, you guys. Get your toys, Angie. Get your toys. Go get your toys. Go get your toys. Go get them. Hi, Robin. Where have you been? What's happening? I was just telling everyone I had a scary ordeal with a hawk, and anyway, they're fine, so I'm thankful to God for that. Look at that. Look at all that stuffing, you guys. I wonder why it's green. I've never seen green stuffing. Not with dogs, but a hawk attacked the cage that my birds were in and bent. It bent the door cage. See, that's what I mean. When they come down in the force they come down with, because I have seen one. I'll never forget it. I was in the kitchen and I saw this hawk on my neighbor's roof across the street from me. I wished I had my camera close to me because I wanted to take a picture. I could not believe how big that hawk was. The wingspan from one side to the other had to be at least 6 feet. It had to be at least 6 feet. The thing was huge. They are very deceiving when you see them in the air. When they get close, they're huge. And I saw that thing from a sitting position on their roof go down within a second, and it reminded me of a bomber. You know, one of the planes, it right down. I mean, it was so fast, I couldn't believe it. So I knew when I saw this, the way it was circling, it was getting ready. I could tell because it was getting closer. And all I could do was hover over them until I could get a hold of them. And then when I tried to get this one, she started to run. And I thought, no, don't run from me. God. Oh my gosh, Robin, it was so scary. Where did I get the orange ceramic tree? Oh, are you talking on my, hi, Carlene? Am I saying it right? Hi, Robin, I'm glad you did. Are you talking my Happy Mail, Carlene? If that's what you're talking about, that was from Muppets, and she got that, I believe, at Home. That's one of her favorite toys. She got that when she was little. Yeah, that's where it's from, At Home. And that chicken was one of her first toys. See that chicken over there by the octopus? And Polly could care, look at Polly. Can you see her right there by the pillow? Polly could care less about toys. Oh, in the short, yes. Yep, that's where it's from. Hi, Terry. No, the hurricane wasn't bad for me personally. I've had much stronger rains here and much stronger winds. But other parts of California got hit really bad. Palm Springs got hit really bad. On your bar, no, it's ceramic. Yeah, that's from At Home. But Palm Springs got hit really, I think Palm Springs is the one that got hit the worst, I think. But no, no, me personally, I mean, it was consistent, which I don't mind, but it wasn't, like I say, I remember one year we had terrible, I mean, really bad, where my backyard started getting, you know, to where if it got much more, it could come seep into the sliding glass door. It didn't, but that one was bad, and that was like 9 years ago. But winds that we've had, I mean, just last year we had terrible Santa Anas, what we call Santa Anas out here. So no, this was not as far as right where I live. I mean, right in my immediate area. No, it wasn't. That's why I put it up. That's why I didn't go live. I thought, this is just a rain. I mean, it's nothing. It's, you know, they're just going to watch rain falling. So I just did a few on shorts to kind of show you in the daytime and then at night. At night is when it got the worst. And the worst wasn't even that bad for us. But like I say, there were other areas that got flooded terribly. And I think people had extreme damage to their homes. Especially in this one mobile trailer park, where the elderly, you know, live. I felt very sorry for them, and their houses were submerged, the lower half of their homes. She's exhausted. Look at that. Can you imagine me picking that up with one arm? I did. I mean, you'll do anything when you're thinking something's going to happen to them, but yes, we're all okay. thank goodness. It's hot here though. It's hot. See the fan going? I have to get done with my decorating. I was all prepared to do that, and then this happened, and I had to sit down because my, my heart was beating so fast. I thought, oh dear God. Shoot. And like I say, now it makes me scared to even take them out. Because, sometimes I'll be doing something in the yard or, weeding or planting something. Well, you're not constantly looking at them. But now I feel like, you know what I feel like? I wished I could put like a mesh all over my back. You know what I mean? From the top of my fence somehow, and just have it completely meshed off. I hate that feeling. Hi, Sandy, how are you? What are you making? What's new? I have a few fake foods I want to make for the holidays, and a couple ornaments also. 101 today and 103 tomorrow here in Missouri. Heat index 115, hopefully gone Saturday. You have a problem with hawks too? Ugh, I hate those suckers. I was so mad I was cussing that thing out. Ugh. It's going to be in the high 90s next week. Right now I think it's like 88, 89. But next week it's going to be really hot. Yeah, well, that's me too. They're both Chihuahuas. I mean, this one is an Italian sub. Look how big. She's like a sausage. Well, see, in my table, I usually have my umbrella up, and that's where they go. But because of the hurricane or tropical storm, whatever you want to call it, I took it down and covered my table, and I haven't uncovered it yet. Because that is a lot. Well, not always, though, because Polly loves to be out in the hot sun, which I mean, she'll eventually go under the table. But Angie, this one, she usually will be by me all the time. So she'll be under, if I'm sitting in the chair by the table, she'll be by me. But yeah, it scares me so dang bad. It's hot there. Hi, Thing One, how are you? Yeah, I guess it's hot everywhere. The neighbor next door's cat almost got carried. Oh, that poor cat made noises I've never heard. Oh, well, you know why? They're those talons that they have, because I don't know if you guys have ever watched one. I unfortunately did. Not in person, but on YouTube. Oh, it's awful. It is awful what they do, because they'll grab them and then they'll drop them and grab them again, but their talons are so sharp. I just pray to God that mine are always safe, It's terrible. Oh, those son of a bitches. I'm telling you, and usually there's one or two or three and they'll circle, and they know doggone well what they're doing, because they'll all go in different directions and circle. They're all in the same immediate area, but I really think they work together, because they'll circle and the other one will circle. This one today, the only one I saw was one, but usually there's either two or three of them. And see, because I'm in the canyon, well, there's deer, you know, there's coyote, oh, what do you call them? Runners. What do you call those birds? Road runners. You know, different kinds of snakes and all that. Well, you know, it's like a smorgasbord for them. Well, then when they start seeing dogs, and I do believe they remember where certain dogs, where they see them in the backyard. I do believe that. And they kind of start marking their territory. Yeah, they do. Exactly. They remind me of sharks, but in the sky, and they'll circle and circle and circle. Yeah, the squirrels too. It's so sad. I was talking about you, Angie. Polly's sleeping. They probably thought I was nuts the way I was grabbing them. Poor things. They cut it down for... Yeah, so you have them too. What is your weather like right now, Sandy? And when it's so hot, I have no energy to do anything. Well, I have no energy anymore, hardly at all anyway, you know, but when it's hot, it's like, oh, forget about it. It's like, oh, I have so much in my head I want to do. And then to do it is like, oh, I gotta get up. You've seen foxes and deer, opossum and skunks where we would normally not see them. Really? See, we have all that just because of where I live. Even mountain lions once in a while, which I dare say I don't want to come across if I'm walking. One time I saw when I was getting ready to go to work, it was 2 a.m. when I used to work at the grocery store. I'd go and I'd work the graveyard shift because we'd stock the shelves, right? And so I was in the car and I was going around the bend, and this mountain lion came out right in front of me and stood there and just stared at me. I'm staring at that, not believing what I'm seeing. It's staring back at me thinking, I wish that person was out of the car so I could eat them. And it stood there for a good at least 2-3 minutes just staring at me. Gorgeous, gorgeous cat, gorgeous, huge, huge. The thing was not starving by any stretch. Beautiful. But it stared at me for those minutes and then just took and went boop right down into the canyon. And all I kept thinking is, people around here get up early in the morning to walk and run before they go to work. And all I kept thinking is, if someone was running, not knowing that that mountain lion was right there, and started, you know, just kept running, thinking they're just doing their morning, you know, routine. That mountain lion could have come up right behind them, because that's the one thing you don't want to do, because they think you're prey and you start running, they're going to run after you. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh. Well, anyway, I got word, because then word started going around, because we don't have them all the time in this particular area. But when we do, you know, you see things, notifications everywhere. And I think they finally caught it, because I live right by an elementary school. I mean, right by the elementary school. And so they caught it and they took it further out into the forest, because I'm right by the forest in the canyon. And, but yeah, when I came that close to a mountain lion, I was never so glad to be in my car. So that's not normal for you, to have all those. It's 81 and soupy, my lungs aren't working so well. Ugh, I hate the humidity. I've had to hover over my little chihuahua for 15 years every time I took him out because of hawks. Really, Gina, you too, huh? Where are you? So glad you're safe. I'm over this heat. Oh, you're in Georgia? You do. You have to hover over them, and you've got to be on the lookout. I mean, like I told you, when I first went out, I looked, and I do that now all the time. I'll kind of just scan the sky to see if I see anything. Didn't see anything. Not a one. Get over by my little shed, son of a, what, I look up and there it is. Look at her now, she's in her little bed. She moves out her toys. Oh, there. My phone just rang. I just declined it because it said scam. Yeah, that's why you don't run a stand. But I mean, seriously, think about that. Well, first of all, I wouldn't be running at 2 and 3 in the morning, which people do. Like I told you, when I used to drive to work at that time, people would be running. I'm thinking, what an idiot. Running around here at that time of night, because that's when the coyotes and all of them, well, that mountain lion too. But coyotes, you know, they go out at night more, and raccoons, they go out and, I mean, raccoons are adorable, but they can be very mean. One time I had 5 in my backyard when we first moved here, not realizing, okay, I don't know, what a numbnut I was, not realizing all the wildlife we have here. Because I came from, you know, an area where you didn't have all this wildlife. And we had a rabbit. And we had a big, really nice cage. Well, we used to keep our bunny out sometimes at night in the cage because it had locks and everything. All of a sudden, I hear this rattling. I'm thinking, what the heck? So I said to Daisha, my daughter, I said, Daisha, I said, something's outside. We look out, no joke. There were 5 raccoons hovering over this cage. And I went, oh, crap. Not knowing what to do. We had just moved in here, only been here a couple weeks. Daisha's going, oh, Mom, they're going to kill Oreo, because it was black and white bunny. And I went, oh, God, okay, Daisha, we got to think. So I'm banging on the sliding glass door. They all kind of look at me. It was almost kind of eerie. It was like midnight. And they all started backing up on their hind legs. And their backs were hunched over, and a couple of them were showing their teeth. And I go, Daisha, we've got to keep making noise, and we've got to get this cage. And this was a big cage. I go, we've got to get this bunny in here, or they will kill it. Because they were trying to pick the lock. So we kept making noise and screaming, and probably our neighbors thought, dear God, what has moved in next to us? But anyway, long story short, we did get the bunny in, and we never kept it out again, realizing now what was going on. But when you see all those raccoons and the way they hunched and some of them showed their teeth, they weren't so cute. Hi, heads. You got a mammogram? Oh, you're getting one. Oh, I'm glad you got it done, heads. I think I got to get mine in October. Oh, it was, Terry. It was the weirdest thing. Because, I mean, when you come from an area that doesn't have a lot of wildlife, right, into this area where we are, I'm telling you, when we saw what we saw, it was like, oh, crap. I mean, it's beautiful here, but, you know, you got to learn to live a different way. You just can't be, you know, lackadaisical in certain things. You got to always be aware of what's around you. 2 rattlesnakes. I had one in my garage, and it was coiled up next to my rug shampooer. Now, I'm telling you where it was because we didn't know at the time, okay? So we're walking out in the garage. My daughter's getting into her car to go to school. She was in college at the time. I'm getting out in my car, getting ready to go to work. I come home in the afternoon. Mark's in the garage and he's telling me to stop, not to come in. And he is killing the rattlesnake. I go, where was it? He told me. I went, oh dear God. I mean, we had been walking by there. All that thing would have had to done is to spring, and they do. I've never known that snakes can jump, but they can. Did you guys know snakes can jump? They can. And then another time, there was another rattlesnake coiled underneath my husband's truck by the front tire, because they want to get into shade, right? Then one time I'm driving to work to Hobby Lobby. Now this snake was so big I could see it perfectly in the street. That's how big it was. And I'm getting ready to make a right-hand turn. And here is this huge rattlesnake slithering right across the road. I'm thinking, oh crap. Oh Lord. I saw a video where a raccoon attacked a little girl on her porch. Yes, yes. It was awful, not provoked. Oh, thank you for the $5. Who gave me that? I can't tell, it's not showing me. I can't tell by the avatar, but whoever, thank you. But no, I mean, they can be vicious. I love watching that one show, I Survived. Do any of you watch? Billy Boy? Well, for corn's sake, where have you been, mister? Now I see it. Thank you, Billy Boy. Terry, yeah, believe me, my palms were sweating too. Yeah, where have you been, Mrs.? Oh, I've been here. I go on live every now and then. I mean, it's not every day, but I go on quite a bit. Glad to see you. Hi, Evie, how are you? Yeah, no, the raccoons. Anyway, so I like that show, I Survived. Well, this one chick was, I can't remember why she was out at night, but she was. Oh, I know what it was. She was taking out her trash. And they love to get into the trash. They used to get into ours. I have pictures somewhere where they were on my my trash can, and they'll set up a whole smorgasbord for themselves. I'm not joking. They took out pieces of food one time on it and had it on top of my trash can. And I got pictures of them all hovered around the trash can. I got to find those. Well, anyway, this chick was out there and she took her trash out. Well, she didn't see this one raccoon. This raccoon jumped on her, okay? Would not let go. She was screaming at the top of her lungs, running. No one came out. This raccoon is clawing at her. I mean, going nuts. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, I wish I could find it again. I want to say it was rabid. It had rabies. It would not get off her. It got into her skull. Finally, someone came out, and I can't remember if they took something and hit it or what they did, but I know they were able to stop it. And I think she had to have rabies shots and everything, because I think I remember her saying how painful they were. But you don't want to mess, and I love watching Mr. Blackwood with his raccoons, but the thing is, there could be one time that's going to be really mean. because a couple of his raccoons are mean to the other raccoons, you know, and it'll start growling at them. Trash pandas. Okay, Billy boy. No, I didn't hit it. No, I didn't hit the snake. It slithered by. So, I mean, they can move fast. Snakes can move very fast. Oh, you parked? Where you have some shade heads? Oh, it was awful. We have apple trees and they constantly cone in the yard, even a few on deck. Yep. Yeah. What, are you sick, Evie? Your legs are like jello? What's wrong with your mom? Oh, thanks, Heads. Yeah, I mean, they can be very, very mean. So I always kind of worry about him thinking, oh God, I hope there isn't one that wants to all of a sudden turn, or not even that, but just maybe have rabies. Because, you know, when animals get rabies, they go nuts. And that's not their fault, but, you know. But yeah, it's scary. I'll tell you what. Even, well, you know what? The coyotes, even during the day, sometimes now they come out. And I remember when we were on strike at the grocery store, we had to stay there. In the beginning, we had to stay there all night, literally overnight. So we'd all take turns, you know, and so we, you know, the ones that stayed all night, the coyotes would come out into the parking lot, and they would get very close. But then, you know, you make noise and stuff and they run off. Because keep in mind, we'd have food and we'd have coffee or whatever, you know. And then, but that strike lasted so long. It was one of the longest strikes in history, other than the oil refinery, the oil, I think it was the oil riggers and all that. Theirs was the longest, if I remember right. But we were almost 6 months, 2 weeks shy of 6 months on strike, standing out every single day. And that was in the summer. It started in, it was before Christmas. I remember that because I remember we had a Thanksgiving, our particular store. We all brought stuff to have, we weren't there on Thanksgiving, but to kind of be together in that. But it was before Thanksgiving when it started. I'd have to look back now when it started. But I didn't think it was ever going to end. And the money became less and less that we got, you know, for standing on the line. It was a mess. You had a coyote in the backyard too. Now I won't take the dog out after dark. I'm a chicken. I don't blame you. Well, I remember my daughter that passed away when we first moved here. Now, keep in mind, they lived up in, you know, they were adults then, and they were living up in, well, she was living in North Hollywood. And my other son was living in Arcadia. Well, anyway, they were spending the night. I was already in bed, and Josh, my youngest son, was up, and Tanya was standing at the sliding glass door, and she goes, Josh, there's a coyote in your backyard. Now, keep in mind, we hadn't lived here long. And he goes, there's no coyote. She goes, I'm telling you, there is a coyote out in this backyard. So he got up, sure as crap, that coyote was walking along the flower bed. And they too can jump very high. And it was probably the bunny that it was smelling. Remember the bunny that the raccoons? Yeah. But the bunny then at that point, you know, was in, but they still, and we would let it out during the day, you know, when we were out there with it. But it probably was smelling the bunny. Screaming will set off a rabid animal. Even knowing this, I would be screaming like a siren. Yeah. Oh, yes, we had a coyote in the back. What was that? I didn't know. Yeah, we have the kind of lights that come on when you walk by it. I hope you feel better soon, Evie. Yep, but yeah, oh my gosh, you guys. So what is everybody doing today? And what are you making for dinner? You know, that's my number one question always. I don't know what I'm going to make, actually. I have to do grocery shopping, and I don't feel like it. My leg's doing better. It's still a little swollen. I'll start back to work next week. A few weeks ago, around 6 p.m., we were grilling on the deck, and a red fox came walking along the retaining wall. Yep. Char was going to go after him. I grabbed her. Oh, see, and that's the other thing. Sometimes the dogs will try to go after them because the Chihuahuas think they're, you know, Dobermans. They don't realize that they're just Chihuahuas. Well, you know what would scare me is to live in an area where there's bears. That would really be scary because I've been watching videos of the bears too, and they come in and they'll just open the doors, and they're so big and strong. If you have a sliding glass door open, they could they could walk right through it. That always scares. I mean, we don't have bears that I know of, but I mean, if you lived in an area where there were. Ooh, you're having tacos for dinner? I love tacos. Yes, my leg is healing, heads. Pulled pork on rolls with cider. Oh, that sounds good too, Gina. Thank you. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, what am I going to make? I don't even know. Yeah, they think they're big dogs. They don't realize. I always look at them, I go, what do you think you're going to do? Especially Angie. Oh my gosh. Angie thinks that she is this huge watchdog. You got HelloFresh. Ooh, tonight's meal will be T-Pan's hot chicken, mashed potatoes. Ooh, that sounds good. You know what? I really would like fried chicken. I don't have any chicken, but it sounds good. I love fried chicken. I love tacos. Italian food, of course, always. I just made sauce. I had that last night. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to have. I hate grocery shopping. I hate it. Because especially working at the grocery store as many years as I did, I remember I used to do my grocery shopping after I got off work because I would not go in there on my days off. And I'm the same way with Hobby Lobby. I will not go in on my day off. A lot of the people I work with, they come in on their day off. I go, why would you want to be in here on your day off? God, it's the last place I want to be. Forgot to tell you, Ed Sheeran concert was awesome. Yum, Sandy. Lime, do you like HelloFresh? You always think about trying it. Yeah, I've never tried any of those kinds. I would like to try them. It'd be nice to know that everything is prepared and done, you know. You don't have to worry about it. What are you working on, Sandy, as far as crafting? Or are you right now? Let's look at Angie. Look at all that stuffing out of there. Oh, because you just get enough to what you eat, Sandy? Look at these candles I got from Temu, you guys. They were like 12 bucks for the 3 of them. Isn't that crazy? They're nice. Look at how the flame looks like it's going. I never shopped Temu, and then Deb on the Move was telling me about it, and I ended up going on, and the rest is history. They've got really good prices, but the thing is, you buy things because they're such good prices, and then it's like, well, is that a good price? Because now you've got all this stuff. I'm teasing. But those are really nice candles for that price. I mean, those go for 30 and 40 bucks at Michael's or even Hobby Lobby. You cut out a bunch of Cricut purses and mailed them out to do a craft on YouTube. Cool. Oh, yeah, just enough. Yeah, I know. And then you're thinking, okay, I'm still hungry. Okay. Cradle of Team was addictive. I just ordered some molds for Fake Bake and Grinch, but and arm for a Grinch tree. I know, I do too, Sandy. Heads, I know. I got a lot. Oh, you guys, I want to get into resin and candle making. So I've been getting stuff for that. And there's still, oh, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing, so be on the lookout, I'm going to be doing a haul from Temu. I got some really cool silicone molds, so cheap. And also I got a few thin, oh come on, put through like the Sizzix or your Gemini or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. $1.22. I mean, come on. Silicone molds, $2, $3, things that you'd pay $6 and $7 and $8 for. So yeah, I do have that coming up. As a matter of fact, I think tonight I'll edit that and put that up for Friday. But yes, I do. Oh, and I got a couple nice shirts, and they were only like $6. Well, not a shirt. It's like a, kind of like a kimono, but shorter than a kimono, if you will, because I like that look. And that was just a few dollars. And you know what? It was nice. The quality was nice. I was shocked. I know, Tammy, me too. Did you know how to get money back for price adjustments? No. Yes, I have so many dies for the Sizzix. Have you seen their thin dies? You know, the real thin ones? They have some really nice ones. I got a couple of Mickey Mouse because I want to do a Mickey Mouse faux cake or Disney kind of, you know what I mean. And they were so inexpensive. I couldn't believe it. How can you get a price adjustment? They're so inexpensive. So you're going to do a Grinch tree? You know, Hobby Lobby has a Grinch tree. Did you see that, Heads? It's expensive. But I think with a 40% off, and it'll eventually, I think, go to 50. I buy bows for my dogs bones for my bows. They're just bought Mickey ears. Yeah. Isn't it crazy? How do they make even a profit? I mean, on how inexpensive their stuff is. I mean, I'll go down that rabbit hole and I will be there all day. It's like, really? I even got a ring from there because I love black, black onyx, and well, my one ring is black onyx. This one I think is fake, but nevertheless, it's really pretty. But they even have nice jewelry. Oh, my neck is killing me. I think I slept wrong. It's so stiff. Did you see it, thing, at Hobby Lobby? Did you see it, heads? Oh, it's sold out, heads? I haven't been at work for a couple weeks, but yeah, I love their Mickey stuff. And then I got a phone holder, a silicone mold phone holder, and I'm gonna resin that and make some, I think, for Christmas presents for my kids. I'm gonna personalize them. Because resin isn't that hard to work with. I gotta make some candy apples, some more red candy apples. But I have seen it on Facebook. I follow a Hobby Lobby page and people are going crazy for that tree. Yeah. Yeah, we have a whole, I don't know if you've looked, you probably have if you like the Grinch, but we have a whole aisle that's nothing but Grinch at Hobby Lobby. I remember putting that stuff up because we've been putting it up now for over a month. Can you believe that? A lot of cute Grinch stuff. If you're into Grinch, really cute. Oh, really, thing? Price adjustments on Temu. Go to little person figure your orders. It will show you your orders, the quantity of what you bought, and a price it will have. Hit it and get a refund. Wow. That's cool to know. Yeah, I'm going to have to go on. I haven't seen the craze as far as people getting the trees and decorating them. I think they will be adorable when people do. Because I know that's new this year. And it has it where it's kind of tipped over, not tipped over, but the tip of it leaning over. Wow, that's good to know, Sandy. Thanks. Geez, it's already 12:15 here. Dang it. Well, I don't have that much left to do as far as the decorating. It's just in the living room. And then I'll be done. I will, Sandy. I love the Grinch, and so do my 5-year-old twin grandbabies. Oh, how cute. Are you going to do it, Tammy? Are you doing a Grinch tree? How many of you in here are doing a Grinch tree? Heads, I know you're going to if you can find it. I could watch the Grinch movie all year long. Oh my gosh, I love Elf. And I love the Grinch too. I love Elf. I just watched it the other day, as a matter of fact. I am so all over the board. I was watching The Godfather, of course. That's just my staple. I put that on like people put on music. And I love listening to my Dean and my Frank and my Sammy. Got to listen to Tony Bennett. Got to listen to all them. It's 3:20 there. You're definitely doing the Grinch tree. Cool. And Evie loves Frank too, and Dean and all them. And but anyway, if it's not The Godfather, A Bronx Tale. Oh, I love A Bronx Tale. And Michael Franzese, well, he was in the family back in the day, and he went to prison forever, but he's out, and he lives pretty close to where I live, And I kept telling my boys, I said, we need to go to his pizza. He has a pizza place. And I want to go try his pizza. But anyway, I love A Bronx Tale and The Godfather and Once Upon a Time in America. So I always watch those. But my Christmas ones, I love Christmas Vacation, of course, Elf, The Grinch, Miracle on 34th Street. What's the other ones I love? Christmas with the Cranks I like. It's not one of my favorites. I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. Oh, there's more than that. Shoot. Oh, The Lemon Drop Kid with Bob Hope. It's a black and white back in the 40s. Love that. The Lemon Drop Kid. If you can find it, watch it. I have had a new tree every year. My husband is, where are you going with that? I put I put up an elf tree, a regular tree, sweet tree, and this year Grinch. I have a real problem. Oh, I'm right there with you. I have my gingerbread tree in the kitchen, and then I have my snowman tree in the family room, and then I have my Santa Claus and my retro tree in the living room, and then a small one in the bathroom. Yes, I have one in the bathroom. Small, but yeah. And I'll start putting that up because, as you see, I mean, it's only August and I've got my fall stuff almost done. Because it takes me longer now, you know, the older I get, the longer it takes me. And I'll start my Christmas stuff in October, towards the end of October, maybe the third week of October. Because, you know, you figure I don't want to just put stuff up, you know, in December. I want to enjoy it for a while. Plus, I've got other things you got to do, you know what I'm saying? I swear he knows you, Davida, because I say Davida this, Davida that. He knows Davida. Going. Well, tell him I said hi. But yeah, that's it, kids. Well, my heart stopped pounding so fast. Thank God. Thank you for that. I just thought, you know, I'm just going to sit and try to calm down and I'll just go live. And talk to you guys. And now that I know what people are having for dinner, I don't know, maybe I'll put on music, or maybe, because usually I'll decorate to music. Or maybe I might watch a movie on my phone. Tubi has a lot of good scary movies. If anyone likes scary movies, Tubi has some really good ones, and it's free. I watch a lot of movies on Tubi, Tubi. So she's sleeping. They're both sleeping now. Polly's up there. See her little head right there? So thank God. So all that to say, watch your little dogs when you're outside. Well, even mid-sized dogs. I mean, they can pick up, I don't know to how many pounds, but nevertheless, just watch your dogs. And with that, I guess I'll go. I'm going to try to get some of that decorating done, figure out if I need to thaw something for dinner. And I will be back live shortly. Like I said, I don't like to say when, because if I don't, then I feel bad. But it'll be soon. I mean, it could be tonight, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, remember, the world's a better place because you're in it, and I mean that. Don't ever forget that. There's only one you, and you bring something to this world nobody else can. You take care, guys. Love you all.